What's up? This is DPK, and you're watching the Dude Network. Stay dirty.
I don't know. Did Mike Hunt call?
Why are you asking me that 15 times?
Did he call?
I don't know a Mike Hunt. Who the fuck is Mike Hunt?
The guy that called.
You know what? I'm getting pissed. I'm getting pissed.
Did he call?
Did he?
I don't know.
You've been answering the phone. You've been answering the phone. Did Mike Hunt call? Did he? Okay, we're done. Well, I don't get it. What the fuck is wrong with you two? Who is Mike Hunt? Who is he? Who is he? You don't know either, do you? He doesn't know either. Mike, do you know who Mike Hunt is? What the fuck are you laughing at? Look at him! Look at him! Look at your dad! Look at your dad! Whatever.
How are they going to try this?
He should go on the back end where it's heavier. Oh no, 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 no. Oh! Watch the trunk. Oh, they're fighting. Oh boy. This is how couples break up.
Oh no, they already.
Oh no. She's reading instructions to put it in the trunk? Okay, oh hey, okay, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. They got it this time. This is it. Oh boy. Oh, she's pissed. Oh wait, he's got an idea. Oh boy, he's got a bad idea. No. Oh no. No, 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 no. They're not gonna put this on top of the car. Oh no. They are not doing this. No. No, that's not stable. No, he's gonna drive right now.
They're gonna drive away.
No, he's not. Hold on. Oh my God. No way.
Check out my secret drawer. Here you go. You try to open it, it's blocked by the oven. So what do? You gotta open up the oven to open it, right? Boom, then it's blocked by the oven light. So now you gotta turn the oven light on to open it even further, but now it's blocked by the stove top. So you have to turn this to medium to open it even further. Boom. What do I keep in there? Sponges. What's up?
Recovering from COVID-19, still can't taste or smell. So I thought to myself, man, this is the best time to start eating ass.
That was what's holding me back before. The taste and the smell.
Eating ass is a little too spicy. Like, I don't go any spicier than eye contact.
Let's look at the size of the hole he's got on that motherfucking face.
Three, two, one.
What the fuck, bro?
There's no fucking.
Ah, damn.
We're in northeast Kansas. Out by Valley Falls. Run trap line with Cody. We're walking the creek, checking our line. I'm going to show you guys something really, really rare. That is a winter flathead.
I'll show you how it's fucking done. My man.
Check out my secret drawer. Here you go. You try to open it, it's blocked by the oven. So what do? You gotta open up the oven to open it, right? Boom, then it's blocked by the oven light. So now you gotta turn the oven light on to open it even further, but now it's blocked by the stove top. So you have to turn this to medium to open it even further. Boom. What do I keep in there? Sponges. What's up?
What's up, man?
What's good? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Random Thoughts with the Rev, the Thursday night show of the Dude Network with our illustrious super special guest, Mr. Tony Lane.
That started the show 8.5 minutes early out of pure habit. So we got to watch a lot of clips that I'm very thankful we had lined up from last Friday's show.
Sure.
So good to know we had about 7 minutes of clip time in the stash. So good to know. I think there might have been only 2 duplicates. So
nice. Very nice.
Yeah, that's how we living, man.
Oh, you know, it snowed for 7 days.
Yeah,
So
we just got
that.
done. Yeah, we actually just had like a massive windstorm come through that had potential thunderstorms, followed by a cold front that will turn to snow tomorrow. So, Ohio. So,
Bro, our snow drifts are bigger than my house.
Dude, it has like snowed for like, it seems like, what are we on, day 8?
Yeah, we got a break for about 18 hours, and then it's going to start snowing in about half hour, maybe.
That was nice of them to give you 18 hours to clear off the driveway.
Dude, I got an old
just
beater
to watch
Jeep,
it,
dude.
just to watch it get covered up again. Yeah,
I don't plow shit. I don't shovel anything. I legit just throw it in 4x4 and let the army truck driver that I am just take care of what needs to be taken care of.
I think Carrie Underwood once said, "Jesus, take the wheel."
I think there's a very different supernatural power taking my wheel when I do that shit. Best part is I live in a college town. Most of the college kids are either from California or down in the valley in like Phoenix and Tucson.
Yeah.
You will see 50 cars with tire chains on the wrong fucking tires.
No.
Like every day.
Some kids just can't hang, you know? It's like that whole, like, if you're pro, like, remove the warning labels and let the situation take care of itself. Like, I'm all for that.
Dude, that has always been my... Did I tell you the story about that? Why I absolutely despise warning labels?
No, but I want to hear about it because I'm sure...
And I don't mean the ones on, like, prescription meds and shit. I mean, like, the one that is on the fucking curling iron that says for external use only, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Like, so the Rev is a fan of the Second Amendment. You don't like it? Well, that's you. So I was at the Walmart.
Probably watching the wrong show.
Tony's favorite place to buy shit. And,
we must be talking. We must be talking about Goodwill.
Walmart.
Oh yeah,
Your favorite
that's
place.
that favorite. No, I'm joking. I knew exactly what you meant.
So I go into the sporting goods section, and I got a box of 22 long rifle ammunition.
Oh, you struck gold, is what you're saying.
So the dude rings me up, and I catch in the corner of my eye, there's a warning label on the side of the box, and it says, "Warning, this product may cause serious injury or death."
You don't say.
And I look at that 17-year-old Clark dead in his eye and say, that's kind of why we fucking buy them, isn't it?
Amazing. Oh God, it's well, and then like they have to because people get sued. Like the old coffee was too hot incident,
dude.
Yeah. I think someone successfully sued a popcorn company or someone the other day because it took longer than 4 minutes to cook properly.
Yeah, and they're microwaving shit. You know what?
Yeah.
I've been smoking for 30 years. I know we give Brother Johnsy a lot of shit about his Virginia Slim menthol hundreds.
Shout out Newport.
Yeah, well, I think he smokes grandma cigarettes to me. He's like the auntie, with that little leather purse with his cigarettes and the leather with the lighter.
It's called a European cig satchel. Come on, bro.
And the little fake gold clasp on it, But here's the thing. So I've been smoking like over 30 years now, right?
Mm-hmm.
At what point do you not realize that smoking is bad for you? Like, we don't need fucking warning labels on cigarettes. We know they're not good for us. We're still gonna
for
do
sure.
it.
It's not good to inhale smoke into your lungs voluntarily. Fairly certain of that. Yeah,
dude. When you go down to Mexico and buy cigarettes, they have like cancerous lungs and like cirrhosis livers and fucking like rotten teeth on the pack. Like, I still smoke them. You don't need fucking warning labels, man.
Right. No. If you can't, it's called common sense. That's your warning label.
Bro, and so I'm a Gen Xer, dude. My grandparents had like a 900-pound oak paneled fucking television, but they couldn't see too good, so they put it on top of like one of those folding fucking snack trays, like one on each end to support the fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
None of us ever touched it because we knew we'd fucking die. Like,
crazy concept.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Asshole.
Robert Reyes. We're all dying. It's the human condition. That is true.
How very Socrates of you, man.
Nombre with a Texas comment of the night. Women need to come with warning labels.
They do. No, Brady, this is just for you. This is something that me and my brothers have subscribed to for decades, bro. And it's the triple T rule, okay? So if it's got tires, triggers, or tits, it's going to be a fucking problem.
3 strikes. Not a coincidence.
Tell me I'm lying, bro. Tell me that we've all had a car breakdown. If you're a hunter or a Second Amendment guy and you go out, you've had a problem in the field with your chosen weapon of choice at least once or twice.
Duck hunting. Bought this brand new like super fast like Winchester pump, and the thing jammed up twice on me and I'm like, I spent way too much money and I've sat out in this cold way too long to get one shot at a duck and it jam up. But anyway, yes.
Yeah. And you know what? We've all had psychotic old ladies. So there you go.
Yeah. Ex old ladies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure we're both safe when I clarify. I am the track cover king here.
I will definitely stipulate this. So I'm on the second marriage. We all know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is a reason why the Rev never talks about his first marriage. I'll talk about my kids from the first marriage because they're fucking cool. They're probably watching this shit right now. Or they will later when they're off of work.
When they're watching it. What up?
The ex-wife will call a lawyer and fucking have litigation if I start talking shit because she's that kind of person.
Yeah,
So you'll never hear me talk about my ex.
Luckily, you don't have any shit to talk about her, so bang. That's funny.
So
if it were true.
So being this is just you and me, we don't have a special guest planned for this week. We are going to spend a lot of time today hyping up next week's episode because it is a very, very special episode of Random Thoughts with the Rev. And it's going to be
John's
myself.
I'm just going to let you go.
It's going to be Mr. Tony Lane and little brother Johnsy because he said he was going to eat something very special. Surströmming, a fermented and canned fish from...
Not just any fish.
A fermented and canned herring that was imported all the way from fucking Lithuania.
Oh, so it's not Sweden, it's Lithuania.
It's actually like a Swedish delicacy or some shit, but the company that actually makes it and is legal to import it into the United States is in Lithuania, of all friggin' places.
This makes me... I'm glad that I did not fulfill my fantasy when I was younger and chase after a Swedish girl, because obviously they eat rotten flesh in their free time. So could you imagine making out with that?
Whatever. We've all made out with worse. We bullshitting.
Yeah, we've all been several sheets to the wind where anything was irrelevant.
Ain't nothing scarier than the strip club when the lights come on, bro.
Or when the sunshine comes up.
I'm just saying, dude, like whiskey's flowing, black lights and strobes and stuff.
Yeah. I can say I never slept with a stripper, thank God.
Wish I could say that. No, I don't. Those were awesome.
I was going to say, do you? Yes, you do. Remember? Yes, you do regret all that. You regret all of it.
I will never deny or regret my past, Tony.
Yeah, it made us what we are, man. Like, honestly, you've lived a little bit more stellar of party life. I thought I was pretty solid partier until I got to learn more about your story, but yeah, I think there's times the wife is just happy that I got so much of that out of my system to where it's like, this is my partying, like hanging out with my buddies, having a couple drinks on the virtual webcam on Fridays. Like, that's it.
Well, that's one of the funniest things ever because, like, I work with a lot of college kids, lots of Gen Zers, and they think they're fucking hip slicking out of sight and they're like the baddest shit ever. And, like, I'll be there at the restaurant and they'll be thinking how awesome they are and what they're doing and shit. And then, like, my boss will look at me and just laugh because they have no fucking idea who they're talking to.
Nope. Yeah, it's funny how that all works.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. They're going to be saying the same thing about Gen AA or whatever the hell generation comes in when they're 40, 50, whatever that gen's called. Like, all these kids today, they don't know the struggle.
I'm really hoping that, like, the apocalypse happens and it thins the fucking herd by then.
Yeah. The rite of passage from generation to generation in the United States is to talk shit about the generation that's 2 generations below you.
And that's the funny thing, because my wife is a decade younger than I am, so she's a fucking millennial, and I give her shit about that all the time.
Yeah, mine's 2. Yeah, she's 8. Oh, man. Big Nasty in the house. What up, Big Nasty? What is that word you speak of? Regret. No regrets.
Regrets. No regrets, bro.
The Surströmmin's going to be really exciting for us. I plan
the best
on...
part is, so that got there at Johnsy's house, what, Tuesday? I think it was.
Yeah.
Something like that, like Monday or Tuesday. And then he got hit with, hey, you got to work night shift. So now he has to stare at that fucking thing for like a week and a half, just pondering what amazing flavor lies within that tin goodness.
And we want to point out that it is not pasteurized. It is still fermenting.
It is still fermenting. The longer it sits there, the more that can bulges.
Hopefully that can has a couple extra crinkles going outward by next week. And I want to tell everybody, herring is like shad. Its innards are black.
It's not good.
Yeah. It's black. It's literally black. It's not something like there's anchovies, sardines, and then there's herring, which is what you feed Shamu at SeaWorld. Yeah.
Yeah. It's what you
and the
catch
seals
bigger fish
and
with.
like herring are eaten by like walrus, sea lions, like otters.
Yeah, it's not
dolphins.
Good. It's not good.
Yeah. Yeah. Mammals of the ocean sorts, you know.
And here's the thing: if I say something, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna fucking happen.
Yeah. John Z played the old game F around and find out. And next Thursday, he will find out.
He will find out.
And he's watching this right now at some point, not live. But John Z, I would say I'll pray for you, but you asked for it, so I'm not.
Just saying, man.
Just saying, man.
And I would also like to remind everyone, I've actually eaten this before, so I know exactly what he's in for.
Chances he gags until he's like coughing stuff up, not like puking. I don't think he's going to puke, but I could see him like where there's like
I don't know,
stuff's
dude.
coming out of his nose.
Just talking about it, he's all like gagging and shit.
Oh,
so, and here's the thing: he has to eat a whole forkful.
Yeah, he's not gonna have to smell it. Like if he is smart, he will hold his breath while he opens it. I don't know. I don't want to say it. I'm not gonna say it. I probably said too much.
We both know why that's not a thing, though, dude.
Yeah.
We both know that's why it's not. It doesn't matter if you hold your breath or not.
What if
because there's a process when you open it.
What if it explodes and like gets on his like clothes and his face and his beard, and it's just like you can see like some black specks on his glasses? Is that best case scenario for us?
There's going to be a little overspray.
Is that what's best?
Well,
case
here's the thing: he's got to open the whole.
Okay, what's going to make Rev laugh the hardest in this situation? This is actually I want to know this answer.
I think it's going to see the look on his face because there's a process, dude. He's got to be able to open that fucking can, pull the lid back, stick a fork in the fucking thing, and then take a big old bite. I think the look on his face when he has the fork like about to like chow down on it, and like that moment of clarity he's going to have and go, this is my life at this moment right now. That's gonna. It doesn't matter if he's gagging or throwing up. I just want to see that look when he goes. So this is my life right now.
That's awesome. We're really bummed that Laura Keniri is not going to be able to join us, though. I was really hoping to see her live reaction to all of this.
And like her reaction is probably not what you think it is, man. Because
no, I think she's gonna laugh. I think she would literally laugh. I think she would honestly laugh. I do not. She would not. She is.
Oh yeah, and
way too cultured to be grossed out by anything at this point in her line of work. I just want to see her laugh at Johnsy.
No. And the fact that she's been all over the world, like. Last time we were talking, she was talking about when she got to go to Africa and went to Ghana and was eating all the indigenous cuisine there and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work. John's eating some stuff ain't going to
weird. We're going to circle back to that. We're going to circle because that's a really weird. Random Thoughts of the Rev just took a pivot.
Doesn't it?
I literally just got a box of this Cleveland. Cool story. The guy's out of Cleveland. Branch told me about him, and he introduced us. The dude's from Ghana, and he actually makes this like Ghana super sauce. That was his mom's recipe, and it's like he sent me some bottles to try, so I get to be like true foodie and dive into this Ghana, and it's to make like jollof rice and like a marinade for like. Did I say that right? Did I butcher the jollof? Jaliff. I know how you spell it. Is it Halif or Jalif? Is it Halif or Jalif?
Depends on.
I don't know the. I guess I don't know the Ghana dialect at all, but so I just went with. I tried not to Americanize it. That was my goal.
Do you know what like really brutal thing in American history happened in Ghana? I'll give you a hint. It involves Kool-Aid. Before I give the answer, let's see if anybody watching can figure this one out. Let's see if any post in the comments. Let's see if you can figure out. Let's see
what American history in Ghana involves Kool-Aid. Okay. But yeah, anyway, I'm really excited to try that sauce. That's really hilarious that you just brought up Ghana when I literally just got introduced to Ghana cuisine like 2-3 days ago talking to this guy. So pretty excited about it.
You know, that's the interesting thing. So I showed everybody on the Dude Network. I picked up this really cool cookbook. It's here. That.
So Astro Black Power Kitchen. Yeah, we saw that in the group text the other day.
Yeah. So basically these foodie chefs from Upper Manhattan and in the Bronx and shit wrote a cookbook. What people don't realize is there's a huge immigration from that region of the world, in addition to like the different island regions like Trinidad, Tobago, you know, shit like that immigrated to different boroughs in New York. And that cookbook has a lot of their recipes in it.
Hell yeah. I'm excited to see what you tell us about that. I'm sure you're going to share your wealth of knowledge you acquire in that book. I don't have anything cool right now. I'm still living on my five ingredient or less crockpot book, but go ahead.
The interesting thing is, so these guys are from like Upper Manhattan and the Bronx and stuff. So they talk about a lot of neighborhoods I've already been to, like 25 years ago.
It helps when you're reading a book that strikes home, because then you're like you're mentally invested in the book, and you retain.
I'm very invested in cookbooks in general. So, but it was funny because I was like,
I'm bad.
I was like flipping through it, you know, when I first got it, and I was like telling the wife, I'm like, I know where that neighborhood is. Like, I know where that street corner is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We do have an answer, and someone put Jim Jones. I didn't know that happened in Ghana.
Absolutely. You got that right, man. Jim Jones and the People's Temple. And here's an interesting
fact. I expect Robert to know that answer, to be honest.
It wasn't actually Kool-Aid. It was the knockoff brand Flavor Aid. Absolutely.
And you know who? And you know, in the background, the Kool-Aid man in the background was going, "Oh yeah." Damon, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's good, bro?
That's good. So all right, yeah, that's so Ghana. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. I imagine a lot of goat is consumed in Ghana. Is that correct?
A lot of fish. A lot of
fish.
Yeah.
Ghana's a coast country, right? Ghana's a coast country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like French and Dutch Guiana. Yeah. It's one of the port cities.
It's North Africa, right?
Yeah.
And is it it's not on the side facing the country. It's like on the other side, like toward the Mediterranean, not Mediterranean, like Middle Eastern side.
Yeah. And it's one of the interesting things what people don't realize, like they never look at African cuisine. Nobody thinks about it, you know. We all have these images of like fucking, you know, Somalia and like people starving and shit. But there's a really interesting conglomeration of cuisines because like the spice routes, Mediterranean influences, Arabic influences from ancient times.
Our friend BT Lee announced on our show a few months back that he was coming up with a peanut barbecue sauce. That was an African themed recipe, if you remember.
I do remember that.
So that'd be cool to see what he comes up with. But no, I will admit, and we've talked about that a lot. There's only certain cuisines that are Americanized, and that's like French, Italian, Mexican,
some
like
German
Indian.
food.
So, yeah, you'll get some German stuff, but like the big
Middle
ones,
Eastern, Greek,
like
you get like kebabs and shit. Yeah. But
it's like such a blank generalization, and like as you've educated us pretty well since you've been here on TDN, is like the regionalization of each country is so different.
Mm-hmm.
Like
and
Italy, like we go there and have pasta. Like what? Like no, it's not like that.
Yeah, and that's like I said, like the westernized idea of stuff is very different than what reality actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talk about Italian food, I brought this up tons of times, like the bologna Alfredo, the fucking Olive Garden and shit. That's not Italian food.
No.
Any Tex-Mex joint, whether it's every fake Mexican place on the planet, Taco Bell, Del Taco, all those chain restaurants, Chili's is the biggest abomination ever to be put on a tortilla.
It's so bad.
You know what's hilarious? So if you go to any of these chain restaurants, you will always find one menu item, whether it's TGI Fridays, Olive Garden, Chili's, any of those. If you look at any of those menus, they will have a weird variation of fettuccine Alfredo with chicken. Best part about that is fettuccine Alfredo, not Italian food.
Not Italian at all.
Not even close.
Delicious, but not Italian. Yeah, and by the way, I wanted to be known. I do not hate Alfredo. I just appreciate the history. It is an American-made dish, and that's okay. We're allowed to have our own things, like hey, we've invented certain dishes that are delicious. Alfredo is one of them.
Sure, and it's going to be totally terrible and bad for you because that's what we do.
Dairy and more dairy, and then you cut it with some dairy, and then you take some fatty dairy, and then you put some cream cheese in there.
Hey, like one of the worst things from my perspective is like, so we have all these health codes and the FDA regulations, how everything has to be processed. And when you go overseas, there's a lot of stuff you can't get because it's terrible for you. Like Mountain Dew Code Red, Cheetos, like all of these American staples and shit that we have everywhere, they don't import. And like the size difference, like if you go to England and get like a large fries, that's the size of our mediums because they're so bad for you.
So bad. And that's how it should be. I mean, God, how many times you gotten like large and you're like, God, I do not need this big. Well, I got them. I'm not going to throw them away.
Like that supersize shit was terrible.
Oh, do you remember that documentary? Was that the crazy? Are you talking about the Super Size Me documentary?
Dude, I love that. Did you see part 2? He made a part 2.
No, I did not see part 2.
So
Part 1 grossed me out so bad. I didn't know if I could ever sit through it again.
Part 2 is even worse because he's talking about fried chicken.
I mean, that guy sacrificed years of his life to show us a lot of stuff, man.
The best part was because they interview his old lady and shit, and she's like, "Yeah, we didn't have sex this entire time because he ate so much that he couldn't get an erection."
Oh my God,
bro! Like, all right. So a while when I first got sober and shit, you first go to the doctor and you get a physical, and like the doctor I went to, he's like, a lot of your levels are really fucked up, and I'm like, well, I've been a junkie for 20 years.
That happens.
And
in my line of work, it happens.
So he's like, so you're borderline diabetic. And that's the thing, like when you get sober, junk food is a huge deal. It's like coffee, cigarettes, fucking donuts,
right.
Right. And he's like, you're borderline diabetic and you're in your like late 30s. And the one thing that he said, hey, you know what, you can change all this with diet and exercise. I'm like, all right, cool, sure, whatever. And he says, listen, you ride a motorcycle? I said, yeah. He's like, do you like girls? I said, yeah. He says, listen, If you don't, you're not gonna be able to get an erection, and I'm gonna have to cut your fucking foot off, so you won't be able to shift your motorcycle. And I went, point taken.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need both of that. Need both that in my life. Yeah. Hey man, everybody watching, it's like $20. Go get you one of them glucose meters, man. Keep an eye out. Take the occasional. If you ain't feeling good, take the occasional sugar. You can't sleep on that one. Can't sleep on that one.
I'm saying those are like, and that's the cool thing because the doctor that I have, he's very much like, he doesn't bullshit. He's gonna be like, listen, dumbass, this is what you need to do. Like, okay, but he's also he's the only doctor I've ever heard that never asked me to quit smoking.
Because here's my stance on smoking. If you've been smoking like over 20, 30 years, like you almost do more body to your harm in the shock of cutting it off than it is. I've just seen so many people like, I'm quitting, and then they just like you said, replace it with calories, but they're like 50 something years old and their body can't handle that change. And then it's just like goes into complete shock mode, man. And it feels like the wheels just fall off the wagon. And I'm just like, if you've made it to 50 smoking and you're good, keep smoking.
Just keep going.
I mean, you're kind of pot committed at this point.
Yeah. And this was my thing. I looked at him and said, listen, I don't do fucking drugs. I don't drink. I'm on a really healthy diet for the most part. I gotta fucking have something, dude. And he's like, all right, fair enough.
That used to be my stance on sweet tea. They're like, man, you need to cut back on the sweet tea. And I was like, you need to cut back on your language. I was like,
you know, sweet tea is one of those hills people fucking die on, bro.
Dude, I was on that. Luckily, I just kind of got tired of making sweet tea because as soon as I would make it, I would drink it. And I was just like, God, I'm so tired of making sweet tea.
And you're talking
so like one day I just kind of stopped making sweet tea and I switched to coffee, you know. Like I'm down with a cup of coffee instead. A hot cup of coffee lasts longer than because when I pour a glass, I don't sip on it. It's like it's like a shooter. The glass of
you can't do that with a hot cup of coffee.
No. So like I love the coffee, man. I love the coffee.
And dude, think about how much sugar is in that, dude. Because like I know when I make sweet tea, that's half a bag of sugar, and that's a 10-pound bag of sugar. So you're taking 4 or 5 pounds.
Oh God, I don't
sugar.
I do like 4 cups.
Oh fuck all that. That's not sweet tea.
Yeah, mine's got like sweet, but no, it ain't like their teeth. Mine don't make your teeth want to jump out of your head or nothing like that.
Like, dude, mine you can like stand a spoon up in it, bro. Like that's fucking straight. Serious Southern sweet tea.
Do you remember like the? I remember like
diabetic, diabetes.
The diabetes. Sweet tea is the staple for some people in the South, especially on Florence. And speaking of Florence, best sweet tea I ever had. There was this little mom and pop diner in Myrtle Beach, and it was called Magnolia on 56th Street. And I remember when I lived down there for a year and a half, went there, and we always had the same waitress. She was a down in Myrtle Beach. You have a lot of like Eastern Europeans that come down there like on their summer visas, get married, you know, to American citizens, and end up staying. So there's actually a lot of like, but there we had this really nice old like Russian lady that was our waitress, and she knew just bring me a pitcher of sweet tea. It was like you could see through it, like it was not murky. It was this like the most amazing sweet tea of all time, and to this day, like I'll never have another cup of sweet. And I don't even think the place is open anymore. But Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Magnolia's on 56. Best damn sweet tea I ever had. And I remember it. It was so good. I remember it forever. That's when you know you're a foodie, when you remember your best cup of sweet tea.
That's kind of like the best cup of coffee. I'm just saying.
I know what that is too. Jamaica, Blue Mountain Coffee, dude. Straight from the source down there. And like on our honeymoon, they had Blue Mountain Coffee everywhere on our Sandals Resort. And that Blue Mountain coffee was it was delicious.
No, see, man, that's for me. I got two. If it doesn't come, and anybody from the East Coast in New York can like a coffee regular at the deli, and it has to be in one of the white and blue cups, man. That's like one of the iconic East Coast things. Or when you're down in Florida, the Cuban coffee.
Okay, I've not had Cuban coffee. I've heard it's delicious.
It's delicious, and like they give you like a small, right? And then they give you these tiny little plastic shot glasses. And you're always supposed to drink the shot glass. And you're supposed to share that like small cup with like 2 or 3 people. I was not that smart and drank the whole fucking thing. And like I could see through fucking time and space, bro. Yeah, like I could feel the world vibrate. But it was amazing.
Yeah. Hey, Russia's coming different ways.
I'm just saying.
Okay, but have you ever had the Blue Mountain coffee?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's really expensive to get. I mean, to get like a small bag, it's like $40-$50.
In fact,
because there's a mountain in Jamaica called Blue Mountain, and that's where Blue Mountain comes. It comes from one mountain, and it's like this special acidic soil in that mountain that produces, and the way it hits the sun a certain amount of days, like kind of like Hatch chili. It has like that plant has like these certain special growing conditions that just make it hit different. And then there's also the bats that shit out the coffee beans that you then coffee press. That's a thing too. And Indonesia, I think, is where that's at.
They're not.
Or is it
bats,
Malaysia?
It's
not bats. I mean, I'm sorry. They're mammals. They're marsupials of some sort.
They're ground cats, and it's called Kopi Luwak coffee because the luwak is like a fucking ground cat. Yeah. There's a place here in town that actually imports the Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee in the white, in the green, fucking sacks of the green beans and shit, and they hand roast them in the store.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's called Macy's European Coffee Shop.
Good for her. I'd go there a lot.
Well, it's a him. It's Tim Macy's the guy who started it, but he's a total dirty fucking hippie.
Kind of have to be, to take coffee to that level.
Like, yeah.
Like where your life's work is the best coffee bean. Like that's a hippie. Like that's totally a hippie. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're all for the hippie lifestyle here on TDN.
We hate fucking hippies. I'm like Slim Pickens riding a fucking A-bomb.
We're cool with everybody.
You have no idea what that is, do you?
No. I was just going to say we're cool with everybody, though. We don't really segregate a whole lot over here.
Yeah, well, fuck Bobby Flay. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I want to die on that hill. Don't suck at cooking rack of lamb. We're not saying something that wasn't documented on public for millions and millions of people to see. We're just rephrasing what everyone else said.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go with fuck Gordon Ramsay as well.
I'm down with that. Why are we fucking him again? I forget.
There's 2 reasons. So number one, you ever watch Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so that thing has been on for like...
It wasn't my favorite cook show, but I'm familiar with the concept.
So they're in like their 22nd, 23rd season. That's just been on for like 20 years now. Something fucking ridiculous. They haven't changed a fucking menu item in over 20 years. It's the same garbage.
Oh, that's right. You did say this before. I remember this now.
It's the same shit. And the other thing is, he can't bake a fucking apple pie. Have you ever seen this video? Where he comes in and he has his mom from Scotland in his kitchen and he's talking shit like he does about how he can make the best fucking pie on the planet and shit. And she's like, okay, I'll make one. Let's see who's better. And they fucking do it. And he pulls his out of the oven and it's totally undercooked and fucking gross.
He let her win. That's what he'll say.
No, because he gets all pissed off and puts it back in the fucking oven. Like, first of all, don't talk shit to your mom on TV, dude. You're just an asshole. Like, even if you don't like her, don't be a dick.
I'm telling you, man, the guest I want Michael Simon, man. I want Michael Simon. That's like
I want Bobby Flay just so I can talk shit to his face and tell him that he doesn't. Oh God,
he would, dude. You know he would take offense. you know he would just get pissed.
And you know what? I would straight, like, I would call all my homies in the Bronx and fucking Upper Manhattan, every Italian guy I know out in Long Island to watch the show. Because, well, you don't realize, Bobby Flay is just an Irish kid from from Queens. Dropped out of high school. Yeah, dropped out of high school to go to culinary school, and that was it.
There's a lot of people in the boroughs that do the dropout culinary school. There's a lot of successful chefs that did that. The guy that does the pizza in Arizona, the best pizza in the world, he's a high school dropout of New York from the boroughs.
Yeah, most of us are. But here's the thing. You know what? If you're going to be an asshole and talk shit, you have to be able to take it. I mean, that's just straight coming up in being a New Yorker, man, coming from the 5 boroughs. That's what we do.
Absolutely.
And you know what? If you can't take it, don't fucking dish it out, dude.
That's right. You know he talks shit too.
Oh yeah.
If you're going to document your life on like in the culinary and the competition world on TV, like you're going to get roasted.
Yeah.
You're getting paid very well to take it on the chin too.
And he does it.
And
he doesn't. He doesn't.
No. That's right. Fuck Bobby Flay. And that's protected under the Dude Network LLC, effective as of this morning.
I want to make t-shirts that say fuck Bobby Flay. A friend of mine. So once upon a time, the Rev had his own fucking t-shirt line and shit in a company that made like.
Shocker.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a dude wearing a t-shirt in blood red letters with like pentagrams and inverted crosses that says smoking crack and worshiping Satan? That was us.
I haven't seen that one yet, but
But
different part of the country. I'll keep my eye open.
A friend of mine. So Rachel Ray is like one of the worst cooks on the fucking planet too. Okay. And a friend of mine actually came up with a shirt and we fucking made it that said fuck EVOO. And she fucking talked about it. Like they did a special on her like 10 years ago on the Food Network for like her TV show's anniversary. And she showed a fucking picture of it on the show, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What'd she say? Like did she
like,
think the shirt was funny?
She sorta, because it was probably like 10 years after like the shirt we were selling it and shit, you know? But it was kind of like humorous to her then, but I'm sure she got fucking pissed off. Absolutely. I will totally sell you t-shirts without sleeves.
Pat McAfee version.
Saying.
Fuck that. You're older than Pat McAfee. He took your idea. You should get kickback from that.
Should get fucking royalties on that shit, dude.
You should. At least 25 cents a shirt, which is a lot.
I'm saying. I asked my boss that one time. I'm like, in addition to my standard pay, can I get 5 cents for every pizza dough I touched? And he fucking did the math and went, no, because you'll bankrupt our company.
He knew. He figured it out.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's stupid, you know.
Here's John Z coming up with California excuses. Here we go. What is that?
That's not a power plant anymore, dude.
Was that? Yeah, is that the trend? Probably going to get hit for copyright because I nailed it.
You did nail it. That was perfect.
Oh, man, dude. You would have loved my trip home today. And I was so mad. And I did not realize the strict line of pepperoni rolls of Mingo County, where Williamson, West Virginia is at, and then Belfry. I stopped and I was going to do a video, you know, me like in my shopping. And I was like, how to get a cheap lunch in West Virginia. And I was going to go get a Mountain Dew and a pepperoni roll for like $5-6.
Sure.
And I thought I was in West Virginia. I thought I was in South Williamson. But I went in there and I'm like walking in circles and I cannot find pepperoni rolls anywhere. And I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, what has happened? I'm like, this is the first time I've never seen a pepperoni roll for sale in West Virginia. Not just a pepperoni roll, but like 3 different companies in versions of the hot pepper or the original pepperoni roll, or just cheese, no pepperoni, just the cheese roll. But they still call it pepperoni roll. But anyway, that's a different beside the point.
Those guys are communists.
Yeah. So there was not a single one in there. I get back in my car, go north. Then I crossed the West Virginia line. I was like, no shit. I was like, that's strict. I was like, how about that? I was like, I knew it. Like, I mean, obviously, I of all people in this group know the seriousness of the West Virginians pepperoni rolls.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the fact that it was cut off that strictly by the state line of whether or not they could keep them in stock or not. So now it's like it's like anybody that's a transplant from southern West Virginia and northern Kentucky, they have to go up across the state line to get a damn pepperoni roll.
You know what? I'm surprised that it wasn't like across the street. Like if you literally like went from one block to another and then they sold it.
Well,
like, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
You have to go to the other side of the mountain to get over to the state line. Yeah, there's the state lines don't conjoin in that area down there. It's But it was down Pikeville, where all the Hatfield McCoy feuds were at today. So, where the judge's decision was made. You can go down to the courthouse. Mate won, the Battle of Mate won, where the big coal wars and stuff like that. Like that was all big down there. The Battle of Tug Creek. I crossed the Tug Creek today. So very historic. And I was on the Music Highway 26 from Johnson City up to the Cumberland Gap. So yeah, it was, and it was like kind of raining, which sucked, but just driving on and dodging. But I realized how much coal equipment you got to dodge on that. There's just oversized loads everywhere, man. Just crazy.
That's their moneymaker, dude.
What do you have when you have 32 women from West Virginia in one room? I already know that. A full set of teeth.
A full set of teeth.
Ha, ha, ha.
And did you know that's where they invented the toothbrush?
Just facts.
Yeah, because if they invented it anywhere else, it'd be called the teeth brush.
Do you know how they give West Virginians a circumcision?
Yeah,
kick your sister in the back of the head. Oh, cousin, I went straight sister. I just went straight to the sister. Oh man. So yeah, Johnsy next Thursday. Everybody watching. Again, thanks for everybody that liked this video here today. It does help us, believe it or not. The more people that like it, it tells YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, like, hey, these guys are actually liked by people. Maybe we should let other people watch them too. So by you hitting like, it does help out in that regard. But next Thursday, you definitely want to watch Johnsy just smash a forkful of literally rotten, fermenting.
What if
currently still fermenting herring?
So here's a thought that popped into my mind today was like, because he posted a video on it on Instagram and on TikTok of his unboxing video. What if he likes it?
I think he's going to try his hardest to like it. Like there's going to be he's going to have we're going to have to look into his eyes on that bite because he's going to sit there and be like, got it. Oh.
Trying to. What if he likes it, dude? What if he's like, yo, give me the mustard and hot sauce, and just like I got to order more of this shit.
I have a feeling he's going to man up and take 2 bites.
Oh, God,
to prove a point to you. Like he's going to regret it, but he's going to show you how tough he is. He's going to take 2 bites.
You know who really is going to regret all of this shit? Is Mrs. Johnsy.
She ain't going to regret nothing. She's going to be pissed at us because, or you. I don't know why I jumbled myself.
He's a grown ass man.
Yeah. But you did order it to his doorstep. You did because if he said no.
If he said, no, I'm not doing this, I wouldn't have fucking imported this shit. He's a big boy. He makes his own life decisions like all of us.
Yes, he does.
He could have said no.
Oh, like I said, Johnsy's going to be fine. He's going to be just fine.
Like I said, what if he likes it? What if he's like, yo, give me some bread. Give me some like hard rolls and some mustard and it's delicious.
I'll commend. I mean, dude, then
like weirder shit has happened, dude. I'm just saying.
I just know that he's going to try to like it as best as possible. He's going to try to enjoy it and like say like, oh, it wasn't even that bad, because he knows how much satisfaction I personally would have to watch him yak all over everybody and everything, and just like have to step away because he's just covered in like black like everything, juices and oils.
It actually comes out a little gray because of the fermentation process and it like the putrefaction where it breaks.
Well, they probably do gut them. They probably do gut them before they put them in there.
Maybe
because the guts are what's black in the herring. We'll find out. We're gonna find out.
Like I said, I've tried it before and it's brutal to me. But like I said, dude, weird things about it. What if he likes it?
I hope he does. I think it would be hilarious if like it'd be like, yep, he's definitely TDN material. He likes rotten.
So one of my videos, fucking like year and a half, 2 years ago. So the wife has been lactose intolerant for a very long time, right?
Okay.
But none of us, the rest of us in the house aren't. So there was this big fucking sale on cheeses and shit at one of our local stores. And it was all imported stuff. And she hadn't heard of like any of it because, I mean, she doesn't eat it. So she gets a bunch of like really nice cheeses. And one of them happened to be fucking Limburger because she had no idea what it was.
Oh, no. I haven't had it.
I made this fucking sandwich and it was like a German schnitzel with a chutney and like melted fucking Limburger. And a bunch of people tried it, and they were like, it's actually pretty fucking good. Because I didn't tell them what it was until after they ate it. Because there's that
Right.
stigma in your brain when you fucking hear that. You're like, oh, that's gross. I'm like, well, I've never fucking eaten it. How do you know?
See, like, I love cheese because I live in, like, a very cheese area. Like, where any kind of, like, we don't make Limburger around here, but, like, you know, anything from like cheddars to Swisses to a combo of both, and then they smoke like oh, we'll have like white American, like, oh, let's throw bacon in this, and let's throw pepperoni in this, and let's throw chipotle peppers in this one, let's throw bacon, pepper, and chipotle peppers in this one. So like I think I'm pretty well versed in the cheeses, but yeah, I would like to try the Limburger, but yeah, I would prefer someone not tell me. I would prefer it that way. Like I would rather have like, man, what that was different. What was that? Like Limburger, like, oh, cool. Like I want more.
Yeah, dude. I made like these, like the pork schnitzel, and it was kind of like with some melted cheese on it, and sort of like a grilled cheese sandwich with the schnitzel in it with like a bacon jam.
Okay.
And fucking everyone thought it was great, and it was weird because it had a really good balance of flavors and shit.
Yeah. I think like Limburger, if you would use it as like a layer of flavor, it would really, because you can offset whatever pungentness of it you don't like with a extra layer of something.
Yeah. So you never know, man. What if Johnsy takes a big old fork full of this and he's like, man, this is fucking delicious.
I hope so, man. I really hope he enjoys it. Because I think, it's such a rare experience that he's getting to have as an American.
Do I need to send you a can of this shit too? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, that is not what you're hearing.
All right. You better
I'm
be
just
careful.
saying it's a rare experience. I'm not saying it's one I want to sign up for, but at the end of the day, it is a rare experience. It is a one-of-one experience Johnsy gets to take. So if he gets to enjoy it, then that's awesome. He gets to say he did it and he liked it and it wasn't that bad. And if he likes it, he can fool a lot of people into trying it. Like, man, it's not that bad. Don't be a pussy. Like, yeah.
That'll be his next video. Will be Surströmming egg rolls.
Oh, dude. Surströmming stuffed biscuits.
Like, if you think this shit is bad cold,
Surströmming in a fried. Surströmming in a blanket.
Like, like I can't.
It's bad if you can't. It's bad if you can't. Oh man.
Like, I'm usually pretty good, man. I can think of ways to make something better, but this is just, it'd be like deep frying a turd.
Oh man. Deep fried turds?
I'm saying, like, ain't enough bacon, gravy, and fucking cheese melted on that shit.
Is there any cultures that would eat like rabbit turds or anything like that? Since it's like basically plant-based carbon.
No, but there is a culture that eats human spit.
Okay.
In the Andes Mountains, there's this tribal group, and they communally make this bread, but they don't have yeast and shit. So what they do is they whip up the starter of the dough and they pass it around to all the elders in the village, and they fucking hawk loogies into this shit. And the enzymes from the saliva activate the wild yeast in the flour.
Damn. You know what?
There's certain shit.
I didn't know it was in the Andes, but I've heard of something like this before. But you know, a book that, or a headline or an article or a clickbait thing that I participated on. Yeah, that like, hey, like this culture spits in bread. Like what? Like, no. So I had a sauce this week at a barbecue shack in Maggie Valley, North Carolina, which is like do you know Maggie Valley? It's basically by Asheville. It's like the Ski Bunny area of Asheville. Yeah. So we went to this barbecue shack, and everything was applewood smoked, which I thought was weird for Western North Carolina. But anyway, they had a peach mustard sauce.
Nice.
And it wasn't bad. This is where Tony, being like the THC in his life, has probably factored into the brain cell activity. I bought a bottle of it to bring home because I thought it would make some killer content, and I left it on the countertop, on the table.
Nice.
So, yeah. But it was just a little bit of mustard, and it tasted more like vinegar than anything, and it was like a peach puree. And I put it on and I got like the sausage plate, so I put it on some sausage, and I put a little bit on a piece of brisket, and it was not good on the brisket. But the brisket also sucked ass. It was not good brisket. I have yet to have a good piece of prime brisket.
Really?
I've had it 3 different times. I have yet to make it. I've always done, because I like my choice briskets. Like, and I've always gotten shit like, man, for a few dollars more you get a prime. Be like, but I like my choice. Like, I really like the choice.
You know, that's one of the fucked up things, because that is like poverty food, man. That's one of those things that back in the day was dirt cheap because nobody fucking wanted it.
They threw it away.
Yeah. But you know what? We started making it really good, and we fucked ourselves over. That's why it's so expensive.
That's why I don't like talking about flat irons. I don't want people to know.
You know what else is something like that? Fucking sriracha, dude. There was a time in the restaurant industry that was like a secret ingredient, dude. And you like send your busboy over to like fucking Chinatown to buy a flat of that shit because you couldn't get it anywhere else.
Wow. Now it's everywhere. It's like candy.
Yeah, they have fucking like infant onesies that have the sriracha bottle and shit on it. Yeah.
Wow. Oh man. Yeah, same with chicken wings. Yeah, Damon, you're right.
Dude.
Yeah, chicken wings used to be 10-cent wing night, dude.
Dude, when I started in the restaurant industry, you get a 40-pound case of chicken wings for like $11.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they are now?
Dude, it's like 30.
No, for a 40-pound case in the restaurant industry.
If you got a good deal on them at $2 a pound, which doesn't happen, so like more like $3 a pound. Yeah, so yeah, $120. You're probably right.
Yeah, that same vacuum sealed 40-pound case of chicken wings is like $120 now.
So I did my $10. I haven't cooked all week, so I did my $10. I stopped at the grocery store, and it's now cool because like all the employees are like starting to like pay attention to me when I shop.
They're like this fucking guy with his $10.
Yeah, they're all saving the videos and they're all going after their shift to get what I buy so they can get a meal for under $10. So it's actually awesome. I'm like helping the people that don't make shit like get a good meal, dude. I had found. I have to separate them, but it's the whole wing, and it was like a whole pack, like dozen of them for like $4.50 today in my $10 video. I was like, "Oh, this got awesome!" I'm like, So
Yeah,
I'm
those
gonna
are
do
the
some chicken
scrap wings, dude. Those are the ones that people make like fucking chicken stock to make soup and shit out of. People don't realize that you just cut the tips off and shit. You have wings.
Yeah, you literally take your meat scissors, cut the tips off. Then you don't even have to like slice them. But I think because people want to know the basics, and with my videos, I'm probably gonna show people like how to like separate that process, just to show people like, hey, like you can make this into like this. This is 2 wings actually, the drum and the wing. Let me show you how.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy because I've had people like ask me on these videos that've gotten quite a few views of like, hey, can you show me how to make dry beans? They're intimidating. I don't know how to, but I want to. And there's just people that just don't know the basics, and it's been kind of cool like to not overthink stuff and just do basic, simple stuff.
Like if you've ever been poor and in the hood, especially in the Southwest or California or whatever, a bag of dry beans and a pack of tortillas will last you 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah. 1 pack of beans blows up to a lot of beans.
It sure does.
Yep.
If you ever want to
Really
see an awesome video of someone breaking down a whole chicken into its respective parts, look up Martin Yan.
I thought you were going to say Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, fuck that guy.
He can do it blindfolded.
One of my biggest. Have you ever seen him do it on the fucking show?
I mean, I've watched him.
He does it on MasterChef, and what he's done, he throws his fucking knife into the cutting board, and it's like, you're an asshole for fucking up that knife and that cutting board.
Yeah, man. Like, I know how much I paid on my cutting board, and I'll be damned if I'd ever stab that.
Yeah.
You want to stab one, you get your cheap ass knife, you stick it in a bamboo board. You got your bamboo cutting board, stick that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't stick your freaking maple, hickory, cherry, whatever hardwood cutting board that you have
with your $2,000 fucking hand ground Damascus fucking chef's knife, dick.
Yeah, like the knives that we would have to like.
If you want to see a cool video, check out.
Go
ahead, dude.
Check out what?
Check out Martin Yan. Breaking down a chicken. He literally can take apart a chicken in under 30 seconds. And he does it in the most funny fucking way possible, dude.
Does he just like kind of just roll the chicken around and like keep slicing?
No. Like you gotta watch it, dude, because he's like massaging it, like flapping the fucking wings and shit. It's fucking hilarious.
All right, Martin.
By the time he's done talking, there's like 15 pieces of chicken, and he's done it in like 20 seconds.
God bless him. That's awesome.
Martin Yan was a fucking TV chef before the Food Network.
Okay.
So you remember back in the day, PBS had a bunch of cooking shows.
Yep.
So there was like the Frugal Gourmet with Jeff Smith. There was the Galloping Gourmet with Graham Kerr. There was Lydia's Kitchen. And there was the Asian chef, Martin Yan, on Yan Can Cook. And he like shows you how to like properly season a wok and how to actually make real Chinese food. Not like the shit you get at the restaurant, but like from where his family came from and shit.
I do want to teach people basic fried rice because it's literally the simplest thing to do. It's just the one step is that you have to pre-cook your rice and refrigerate it. Like that's the secret. It's literally the one ingredient that it's the one, not even ingredient, the one step that makes fried rice. Pre-cook your rice and cool it off, get it hard, and then, you don't even need a lot of soy sauce. You don't even really need, you can literally just sandbag your soy sauce packets, and that would be enough to make fried rice. It does not take much.
Dude, when I worked on campus here at NAU, we used to do like once a week we would make like stir fry and Asian food and shit. And for breakfast, they'd always do like scrambled eggs for the kids and shit. We'd literally save like a full pan of the scrambled eggs and just toss that in with the fried rice.
Hell yeah. Yeah, scrambled eggs too. And that doesn't even take, like, you literally just crack them and just start swirling them on the thing with your spatula. You don't even have to like pre-mix them. Just break them and just swirl away.
Oh, dude, when you're doing shit in an industrial kitchen, those are in like bladder bags. You get like 5 gallons of liquid eggs.
Oh God, yeah, the Denny's bags, man. I still don't trust that's real eggs. It should not come like it should not come looking like that.
Dude, you should see the army ones. It is so much worse.
Bring them like on the back of an army truck in like a water gallon tank.
No, what they do, they have these bags, and there's a bag within a bag, and half of it is liquid, and the other half is a powder, and you break the seal and shake it up, and then you throw it in a big ass pot of water, and then after like 3 minutes, you cut the bag open and you have scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs.
Maybe it wasn't Agent Orange. Maybe it wasn't Agent Orange that was the problem. Maybe it was the fucking scrambled eggs that made you poor bastards eat. I'm sorry, the poor scrambled eggs they made you guys eat. Oh shit! Just think this time next week, John's will be puking. That's cool.
Maybe we'll get him some army issue eggs too. Maybe we can let's make him a Sursterman omelet.
Search for an omelet. Let's do it, man. I will say I did see an MRE. My coworker, I love the guy, Steve. If you're watching, Steve, I opened up his back and we were going to a client like golfing, and we have company golf balls. So we were going to drop off some golf balls to the guy, on our stops. He lifts up his bottom, and there's like this big silver MRE in the back of his thing, just in case if he gets stranded in a blizzard in Southern Virginia. And it was like the riblets, like the ribs, but like the rib-shaped ribs, like MRE ration. It was like this big silver bag. And he's like, and actually, he was going to he was willing to open it and let me dive in and document me eating an MRE.
First of all, those aren't real MREs; those are the civilian version.
Yeah. It looked pretty gourmet to me, man. I think I would have been like, I was actually like, I kind of want to try it.
Dude, that thing is basically a McRib without the bread.
That's what it looked like. That's what it's like. I was like, oh, it's a McRib. It's a preserved McRib. Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. So, they canceled the McRib. They're not making it anymore.
Thank God.
So if anybody wants to know how to make one of those, I can teach you how to make one of those.
There you go. Is it a burger press? What is it, like ground meat in a press?
This is way easier, dude. Just get you some cheap-ass French rolls, some pickles, some onions, and then go in your freezer section and find the Banquet barbecue rib meal. It is the exact same fucking product.
Oh, it is. Frozen. It is. It tastes like shisa, but yeah, you put some better barbecue sauce.
Fucking thing, dude. Heat that fucker up. You're done.
I think I want to make that sandwich, but better. Like I want to like fresh peppers, fresh onions, nice baguette roll, toasted it, and like lettuce, tomato, and then like that nasty ass McRib. And we're gonna make it decent.
Why you make some fucking ribs and pull the fucking bones out?
Yeah, but I'm saying no one has. Like I'm learning that people are lazy, so if I show them like how to do things, they can just go to the store and buy and make them decent. Probably have more pop. But I know what you're saying. No, I want to do that. Big Nasty, I just bought that powdered hatch red chili. Need your all addresses? We got you. I am freaking jacked for that. Thank you so much, Big Nasty. Damon, 100. But, Rev, I know we. What else you want to talk about here, man, before we wrap up? I know you got like storms coming and stuff like that, and I've been gone all week, and it's been a long week for both of us, man. You're still digging yourself out, so where are we heading here on this wild random journey?
I don't know, man. You want to call it good, and we're going to leave it with the idea of Johnsy's interesting adventure next week.
Sursterman,
man.
It's definitely getting clipped. Like if there's ever a clip I want right away to put everywhere, it's hopefully that one.
So I think we should ask everyone who's watching this right now, post what you think Johnsy's reaction is going to be.
Yeah. Is he okay? So when Johnsy eats the fermented rotten herring next week, will he love it, hate it, throw up from it, gag, not throw up but struggle?
And will Kim make him sleep in the yard until that smell goes away?
Yeah. The PS postscript bonus answer. Where will Johnsy sleep that evening? It might be in the bottom of the pool. Bottom of the pool. Bottom of the pool. Bottom of the pool. Kim's gonna like waterboard him and like tie him like in like the 4-foot end where just his neck's above the water. She's gonna make him stand.
Oh, she won't. She's not letting that shit near that pool. You know what she's gonna do? If she's smart, we've all seen Pulp Fiction, right?
Yes.
So you remember after Marvin's head gets blown all over the car, and they take him out back, and they have to like get hosed down and shit in the yard.
Yeah.
If she's smart, she'll do that.
Yeah, just like open up your mouth. I'm hosing it out. Okay, Damon threw his gag, then throw up, then sleep by the toilet. I hope not sleep by the toilet. I would feel bad if he was sick all night. That would be the worst case scenario for me. I don't want the guy to be like long-term sick from it. Like hopefully it's like a oh, I'm struggling. Like, man, that was the worst experience. Like never again. Not like I gotta go, guys. This is not good. That was. I mean, we'd giggle. We would. I mean, we know it. We'd giggle because again,
we do more than
life choices. But
I ate it.
I am a lover of all my boys, and I would feel bad for the guy. I would be like, God, I would not trade places with that guy.
Here's the thing. I will never, just like when I was in the service, man, when I had my squad, I will never ask people to do shit I haven't done. I've suffered through this.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, I'm not really wanting to suffer through it at all. Not at all. But
it's like blue, century eggs, surströmming. That's the list of stuff the Rev will not eat again. Like, because I've done it and it's fucking awful.
Never ever.
Never
ever. So, well, Rev, I enjoyed doing the show with you, man. Coming out of the old Thursday night retirement here, Johnsey's been doing a killer job. We missed Johnsey tonight being on night shift, so sorry, Johnsey. You should probably just quit your job. I mean, that's not tolerable, but that's just my own opinion of it. But no, you guys are killing it, man. You guys are doing a great job. The show is really taking its own life of its own, man, and it's definitely random. It's entertaining. The guests have been awesome, like Big Nasty, and yeah, man. So next Thursday will be a good one.
After Johnsey's culinary dive here, we got a couple of very special and interesting guests lined up for the near future. We're working out some details with.
Badass. Let's go. Yeah, tomorrow night we do have a Friday night show. Guests are still working, but I will say we're having Live More TV on starting out at 9. The CEO of Bucket List. He's traveled all over the world, seen all kinds of. He's drank the coffee that come out of the groundhog's cat's butt, whatever, ground cat's butt. And then he's stolen a cow in Indonesia. He's got all kinds of stories. He literally just got his ass kicked at Oktoberfest. He kicked his own ass and woke up in a puddle of blood in his bunk bed. Cool story. We'll dive into that. Oktoberfest won. Basically, he went full blown American at Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest chewed him up and spit him out. But he got to reenact a photo that his dad got to take at Oktoberfest, and that was pretty cool. So we're gonna have him on, and then second half of the hour, we're gonna have Twist and Bitters on, a California cocktail making couple that shows up at weddings, events, and have like a mini craft cocktail, and their cocktails are like absolutely next level. And we're making some Cleveland whiskey cocktails tomorrow night where I am. The one is going to be, it involves coffee, orange bitters, and bourbon.
Nice.
So, and some kind of like cream or liqueur or something like that too, like Kahlua or something. So I'm excited to see what they come up with. So I got to get some coffee brewed for tomorrow night. So that's what's on slate for Friday, and then also Sunday, Johnsey is hosting. Johnsey and Damon are hosting Just Another Foodie Show. Another good addition to the lineup here. that will be at 9 o'clock as they have Just the Dude Making Barbecue Timmy, a fellow Bear Mountain Barbecue teammate of mine. He's a good dude, super supportive, and does a lot of stuff on the Traeger. So, and he's
Traegers
a baller on the cook. What's that?
Traegers are a cult, bro.
They are. So are the Blackstones. So are
the Webbers, the Weber cattle.
The Webbers. Jesus Christ. Yeah. There's a lot of cults. There's a lot of this. But on an episode of The Pours coming soon. Yeah, we can do that. We can do poor people. We've talked a lot about the poor food though. I think we touch on the pours a lot on TDN. So anyway, that's our lineup this week. Super excited about that. Thankful for letting me botch your first 6 minutes of your show here tonight, Rev, but appreciate that. And
it's all good, bro.
No, good stuff, man. It was really good stuff. I think we covered a lot per usual, and it was fun. It was entertaining.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah. East Tennessee is still the most beautiful place to go. I'll say it. I love the Great Smokies, man. It is really nice.
I live up in the Rocky Mountain chain, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've never seen the Rockies, but I've heard Denver and all that. But for somewhere that's like 5 hours away from me, that's like a hop, skip, and a jump, 6 hours. Like, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? Like, I live up in a Rocky Mountain chain, and they're 45 minutes from my house with the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
And then the other 45 minutes down to Sedona is all the Red Rocks and shit. So.
Oh, you're down. Yeah, you are close to Sedona. Man, you are in a good spot, bro. Sedona, they say, my buddy, one of my groomsmen who's like man's man, he goes to Sedona like twice a year. After he went the first time, he like called me and he's like, I don't want to sound like, I don't want to sound gay, but man, like Sedona is like the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life, man. It's changed my life. And now he goes like twice a year, like, because he's a super busy business professional and he literally goes there like twice a year to just decompress and like leave this planet.
That's a great place to do it, dude.
Yeah, for sure. BT Lee hopping on here. What's happening tonight, fellas? We're wrapping it up, but we did give you a shout out on your new sauce coming up because African cuisine was a topic tonight.
Sure was, dude. Can't wait to see the peanut sauce. See what you come up with, man.
Yes. I'm excited to taste this Ghana sauce, man. I'm really excited about that. I hope it's delicious. I got a mild, medium, and spicy. So I know the spicy we probably won't like as a family. I'll enjoy it, but yeah. He goes, well, shit. Soon. All right, you heard it here first.
All right, bro.
All right. Rev, thank you, man. Have a good evening. Get that shovel out. Remember, lift with your back.
Nope, no shoveling. Nope.
The working name is Peanuts Envy. Okay.
I dig it. Rev approved, dude.
Rev approved. Hey,
absolutely.
If it's Rev approved, send it always. All right, everybody, dudes and dudettes, we will see you tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern times, 8 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Mountain, except for Arizona, and 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Only you, man. We're going to end it here, but yeah, the random Arizona time, you just have to make me throw that extra time zone in here. So that's all Arizona. Sedona. Absolutely.